Hello, I'm Kelly Ryan, reporting from the La Mirada Regional Park. Today is the 6th annual Walkathon for the Scleroderma Foundation. Today's event is to bring awareness. The month of June is the awareness month for the Scleroderma Foundation. Along with the Walkathon, we also have KISS FM, that's 102.7 KISS FM, and Boy Toy Jesse will be hosting this event. Along with that, we have PCH, a wonderful band coming out to donate their time and talent to this event. We have wonderful jumpers. Baja Fresh is coming out to give us their delicious Mexican style food. As you can see behind me, there's many people coming out. As much as 2,500 people will be walking right here today at La Mirada Regional Park.
We've actually raised already, before people have come today, $126,000. So we're hoping to go over $150,000 today. It goes to the Scleroderma Foundation, and we have an advocacy project that it goes towards. And then we also support the UCLA, and we support the National Scleroderma Foundation, which gives out research grants.
We started working on it in January, and it's pretty much nonstop from January to today.
Once we start, we are in it every day, 8 hours a day. Contacting vendors, contacting the volunteers, and setting up the web page.
I'd like to introduce you to Linda Sanchez, Congresswoman Linda Sanchez. Hi.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm wearing my scrubs. Are you wearing your scrubs too?
We're going to do some walking today.
We are. We're going to raise a lot of money for a really good cause. The Scleroderma Foundation.
I took up that cause and have been working very hard in Congress to try to make sure that we dedicate funding to scleroderma research because it affects about 1 million people in the United States.
So nothing personally happened to you, but you really were inspired basically by the stories. I know someone who actually did pass away from scleroderma, and it's, to say the least, is a very brutal thing to go through.
We were fortunate enough to have a 13-year-old girl, Cynthia Cervantes, come and talk about what it's like to live with scleroderma, and because of her compelling testimony and the other testimony at the hearing, this year we were successful in getting funding inserted into the Department of Defense bill for scleroderma research. So we're very excited about that.
So it went more than you just going there to create a whole lot of awareness in D.C. They actually signed their names on some dotted lines.
We actually got the funding for it, which is great. I mean, tremendous boost to research for scleroderma.
What did they ask from you? What did you do there in Washington, D.C.?
What I did is testify in front of the Congress, which is a health institute, and I testified for all of those people that have scleroderma and have families with scleroderma. And I hope that there's funds for that they could find some treatments to cure this.
10, 9, 8, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The smiles returning to the faces. Little darling, it feels like years since it's been here.
Well, when my sister was diagnosed, the disease was unfamiliar to the doctors, and they were actually diagnosing her in a different way, thinking it was lupus or some other disease. And then until the ongoing treatments, they realized it was scleroderma, and for having it for 13 years, and now that the current medical practices and the treatments are so much better than how she was diagnosed 13 years ago.
Having support from my family mostly is very important. It's helped me overcome and accept my disease, starting from when I was little. When I was first diagnosed, being a kid, it's harder because sometimes you're unable to play. But I remember my twin sister, she was always very nice and helped me, stay inside sometimes when I couldn't play outside, or even my friends, if there were certain things I couldn't do, they'd come over and adjust to what I was able to do.
Here comes the sun, here comes the sun. It's alright, it's alright.
Scleroderma, as people know, is an orphan disease. Affects about 300,000 people in US. We are doing a lot of novel clinical trials at UCLA, about 6 or 7 of them. And there are new therapies on the way, for example, for Raynaud's phenomena. There's a drug that's just been submitted to the FDA for approval, and it's very exciting. If people have very severe disease, we are doing a stem cell transplantation study.
We really have made great strides in certain areas. For example, in pulmonary hypertension, we now have 5 medicines that are going to be useful for treating the disease. And we really can change the course of scleroderma for the lung.
We don't have a cure yet, but we've made a lot of advances, and people are living longer, they're living better lives. The more people find out about it, the more they help, in general, people cope with their disease, give them a lot of support.